The idea of gender equality is often presented as a universal moral truth, yet in practice it is frequently reduced to a slogan that ignores biology, economics, and history. When equality is framed as absolute sameness between men and women, it becomes biologically incoherent. Men and women are not interchangeable units. They are sexually dimorphic organisms with statistically measurable differences in strength, endurance, muscle mass, bone density, and hormonal profiles. The most fundamental difference between men and women is that women give birth to children, a biological fact that no social construct can erase. This single reality carries extensive physiological consequences, including differences in pelvic structure, hormonal cycles, fat distribution, bone density, immune response, and long-term health risks. Pregnancy, childbirth, and recovery impose physical demands and vulnerabilities that men never experience, shaping women's lives in ways that extend far beyond reproduction itself. Acknowledging this is not misogyny, it is biology. These differences are most clearly recognized in sports, where ideological abstraction collapses under physical reality. Athletics does not use identical equipment or rules for men and women by accident. In track and field, men throw heavier shots, discs, and hammers because their average upper body strength is higher. In tennis, men traditionally play best of 5 sets in Grand Slam tournaments, while women play best of 3. These distinctions exist not to devalue women, but to ensure competitive balance and physical sustainability. Ironically, the same societies that insist gender doesn't matter in the workplace rely on strict sex-based separation in sports to preserve fairness. Capitalism has played a contradictory role in shaping modern gender narratives. On one hand, it commodified women's labor by pulling them into the workforce, often under the banner of liberation. On the other, it intensified exploitation by demanding productivity while still expecting women to carry disproportionate unpaid labor at home, childcare, emotional labor, and domestic work. The language of empowerment often masked the reality that women were expected to do more, not less, for relatively less compensation. Income and salary disparities are frequently discussed as proof of systemic injustice, yet the issue is more complex than slogans allow. Men, on average, work longer hours, take fewer career breaks, and are more represented in dangerous or physically demanding jobs. These factors affect earnings. However, this complexity is often selectively ignored when convenient, while at the same time, women face undeniable hypocrisy. They are encouraged to compete in markets designed around traditionally male work patterns, yet penalized socially or economically for pregnancy, caregiving, or choosing different life priorities. The hypocrisy cuts both ways. Society demands equal outcomes while maintaining unequal biological realities, and it demands equal productivity while ignoring unequal social expectations. Women are praised symbolically, but often unsupported materially, celebrated rhetorically while constrained structurally. Equality becomes a platitude, invoked when profitable, ignored when inconvenient. A serious discussion about gender must move beyond slogans. Biological differences are real, economic systems are not neutral, and pretending that equality means sameness ultimately serves neither men nor women. What is needed is not ideological denial of reality, but honest recognition of difference, paired with fair, humane social structures that account for it rather than exploit it.